Good morning, Bible Fellowship leaders. Wonderful leadership meeting last Sunday night. We had such a great time. The ice cream was so good. The fellowship was good. If you missed our meeting, please get together with your leaders sometime during the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to discuss everything that a class needs to be talking about in your team meeting. That's right there on the agenda that I always give out on the back side. You've probably got a copy of that. But making sure that you're talking about what socials we're doing, how is our outreach going, and I want to talk about that in a second. What's our missions projects that we're doing? Keep sending those pictures to me and Vicki, and we will continue to put those on a slideshow during our next or the next leadership meeting. So what a great night we had. Thank you to everybody who brought ice cream. It was delicious. Miss Acker won the competition with her butter pecan, I think. So it was great. A couple of quick announcements. Coming up July 30th, our night of worship here at our church. Please make sure that your Bible Fellowship class is there. Y'all come. Many of you are singing in that or playing in that. Invite people. This is going to be a great night to just invite our fellowship to worship, but also to invite friends, lost people, family members. This is just going to be a great night that we're going to celebrate. And then afterwards, we're going to be having watermelon in the parking lot. So a great night. Make sure that you're there. Secondly, we've got to start pushing Converge. You can sign up on our website. That's where you go to a school and you pray. It's on August the 13th, I believe. It's the second Sunday in August where we're going to do that as a church. What a great ministry. But get everybody plugged in. One of the things that my Bible Fellowship class is doing or has done in the last 2 years, and we'll do again this year, is we have a social right after that. We go to Fuddruckers or somewhere, and we just all go pray at our place, and then we come and meet. Maybe you could do that at Avery's or somewhere, but just making it a Bible Fellowship event. Finally, I wanted to talk about one of the most challenging parts of Bible Fellowship organization, and that is keeping up with your role. Now, your role, hopefully you're looking at it on a regular basis and praying over it on a regular basis. I've got a role right here that I've been marking and working with. As a teacher, you need to be looking over that role. As an administrator, you need to be looking over that role, not just your secretary and your groups. But here's something that I want to make sure we get to our people, and many of you are doing this, is you've got to have your role organized in a way that there's group leaders for 5 or 6 couples, okay? If one person is trying to do all the outreach and in-reach in your class to those that are prospects, to those that are members that just are chronic absentees, it's not going to work. I'm just telling you it's not going to work. I talked with a Sunday school class last week where the secretary is sending out text to everybody who's absent. Well, nothing against the secretary. They're doing a great job, but that's not their job. The secretary's job is not to do the outreach. We need people in the class doing that, because if you do that, you're going to be more intentional about your 4 or 5 couples, reaching out to them, saying, hey, I'm praying for you. What can I pray for you about? Hey, here's our social. Here's our next event. Whereas if a secretary or a teacher has to do all of it, it's going to be very, very, very stressful for that leader. So make sure that you've got group leaders and just keep pushing and praying and pushing and praying. They don't have to get up and stand in front of anybody. They can just call or they can text and they can pray. And then they've got a group leader book that has all the information that tells them what to do and how they can stay in touch. And then one thing I want to brag on the 30s class is this is just this is a spreadsheet that our administrator Jamie has put together, Jamie Nash. And so these are mine and Chrissy's couples that we're supposed to call, because I'm also a teacher and a group leader, and I stay in touch with them, their emails, and we have a Google document that has all 6 groups, who the leaders are, and who our people are. Now this down here is for me specifically, because these are the group leaders, okay, and I stay in touch with them. If you want help on how to do that, I will be glad to sit down and show you. I can connect you up with an administrator. We've got so many classes that are doing that, but we've got some classes, let's just be honest, that aren't. And so if you feel like, hey, I can't get my class to do anything, I can't make all the contacts myself as a teacher, you're not supposed to. So let's really at least admit, hey, we need to work on that. And if you need some help, please contact me. I'll be glad to connect you up with somebody or talk to you myself and walk you through it. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you on Sunday, and I hope God's blessing you this summer.